From a 60-year-old grandmother from Ohio that got officially put on the set.
How we like them ops rolled up.
To an arrogant rich girl from California that thinks she's better than everyone.
You all. I don't give a if you like my video.
To a female in Chicago transitioning to a male that was arrested for an attempt. Here are 10 white female drill rappers that are breaking the norm and are somehow officially sanctioned members from respected sets. At number 10, the female suburban street legend V Nasty, who despite her unconventional and cookie-cutter upbringing, she somehow got affiliated with the 30th Avenue set in Oakland. In podcasts, when she describes her upbringing in Oakland, it comes off as very disingenuous and like there was never any valid reason for her to enter the streets based on her stable upbringing.
It was hard, you feel me? I mean, my two parents was together, you know what I'm saying? I had both my parents.
Yes, we know what you are saying, and no, I don't want to feel you, so you don't have to keep checking in every 5 to 10 seconds.
My mom had a cool job, you feel me? You feel me? Speak growing up with two parents.
Growing up with two happily married parents with good paying jobs seems really rough. I can see why you would have wanted to enter the streets and join a gang. It makes perfect sense to me.
And in the hood, it was just like, I was raised like everybody else in the hood, you feel me? Like
V Nasty has found herself in and out of jail because of her Caucasian gangbanging.
Fresh out. 6 months.
Considered hard time.
Where is the syrup at?
Your old house.
Your old house.
Don't take offense to that old house.
Hopefully she can stay out of trouble, because the last thing we need is to loose an inspirational person like this to the criminal justice system. And in this last clip, we get to see what a day in the life of a backwards flat brim hat wearing Caucasian girl consists of. Because trust me, all white girls with flat brim hats are the same.
and Lil Weezy, you don't please me. Lick my nah, give me money. That's all I.
Next, we get to see her harassing and profiling some random guys who are just trying to walk down the street and go about their day.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I got a problem.
Oh, he look like he's tight. What's up with y'all? Y'all thugs, huh? What's up, y'all from the hood? Y'all from the town? You from the town? Where you from? Hey, you mad? Have your number? Hey, have your number? Hey, hey.
After harassing countless people walking down the street that clearly wanted nothing to do with her, she stops what she is doing and takes the time to vibe out with some strangers. This is where she starts listing off all her street affiliations.
From O-Town, O-A-K land. You wanna play? Then he'll get sprayed, man.
She desperately wants the validation of African Americans, and in this next clip she flexes a handshake from an African American she was able to capture on camera so she can bring this video back to the burbs and show it off to all her friends.
Right there.
Duh.
Bad Deb, you really
I got Deb right now, too.
Duh.
Look at how proud she is to finally get that handshake. You can tell she's been trying to get one of those for years. At number 9, we look at the original Snow Bunny driller, a young lady by the name of Bad Baby, that inspired an entire generation of young ladies to enter these suburban streets. Before her, the average suburban white girl used to want to wear Uggs, go to Starbucks every morning and spend all day gossiping about their friends as soon as they leave the room. But now white girls want to get face tats, walk around strapped up with blickies and choppers and claim gangs and act like they've got bodies under their belt. The only thing that stayed the same with Caucasian women is the gossiping part. But outside of that, she has changed the entire culture. Back in the day, they used to go after Brad. Now they go after Big Brazy, the young stepper that just got initiated into the Bloods. And that is all thanks to Bad Baby.
Your fans were arguing that Eminem had copied you. What were your initial thoughts?
Eminem don't even know the I am.
Eminem might not know who you are, but I guarantee his daughter does.
I mean, I don't know. I be thinking about that low-key. I'd be like, hey, do Beyonce know who I am?
Right.
But when it comes to Beyonce, I doubt it, but I'm sure her kids know who you are, and that's who she's leaving her imprint on. When it comes to Bad Baby, she's the kind of girl that will never hold her tongue, and she has gone at it with all the biggest Snow Bunny drillers in the rap game.
Okay, what about Iggy Azalea? What made you decide to go at her?
Boredom.
Really?
Yes, I was just like, you're kind of like a snotty face.
Normally going on Dr. Phil doesn't make you an international superstar, but for Bad Baby, she made the most of her opportunity and turned it into millions.
Have you talked to Dr. Phil? Has he seen how successful you are?
I don't give a
And if you don't remember, her entire glow-up started after she tried framing her mom by calling the police in Florida, who do not play around, and she claimed her mom had bags of China white scattered throughout the house.
Tried to frame her for a crime. What was the crime?
Powdered sugar, regular sugar, and baking soda.
And you just mixed it all together, and then you called the cops.
Put it in a little baggie, tied it up, put a little straw, put a little razor, did like 3 lines, and then I was like, my mom's a crackhead.
Why did you do that? What'd
She
you
wouldn't
do
let
to
me go
you?
out, and it was like, I'm just going to ZZ's house, like, I'm not doing that thing. And she's like, if you leave, I'm gonna get you arrested. I'm like, not if I get you arrested first. Loyalty is tatted right here on me. Loyalty. If loyalty and honestness and being trustworthy, that's all I care about.
Imagine telling your kid they can't go out and the next morning you wake up in prison charged with a felony. That's some cold-hearted stuff right there. But when your snow bunny driller staying in is just not an option.
Powdered sugar, regular sugar, and baking soda.
And you just mixed it all together.
Anyone willing to do that to their own mother is not someone you want to beef with. So if I'm Alabama Barker, I'm apologizing and ending this snow bunny gang war that is brewing.
Some people think I'm crazy because
I can completely understand why they think you're crazy.
This might be the first time I have ever agreed with anything ever said by Adam22, who is the head police informant at a police operation based out of Los Angeles called No Jumper, which is used to get incriminating evidence from gang members and rappers to help secure convictions. At number 8. With so many gangster grannies out there terrorizing the streets and catching bodies, it should come at no surprise that a couple of these gangster grannies have decided to monetize their street cred. The newest gang-banging granny stepper to give rap a try goes by the creative rap name Your Favorite Granny. When she's not out trapping in the streets or gang-banging with the homies in order to make a lil extra cash, this big old granny stepper works as an Uber driver.
I can tell that you also have God in you. I can feel it while I'm in this car. I can see it on you. I can hear it in your lyrics that God is working with you. God is allowing you to do the things that you do.
Appreciate that.
I feel nothing but peace around you.
Oh, thank you.
Nothing but peace.
But don't think it's all sweet with this big old granny. If you cross her or get on her bad side, she's quick to start spitting missiles from those big old lips. She will tear you up and speak her mind like the strong, independent woman that she is.
If you did anything to the car, you'd say sorry or nothing.
What are you saying, man?
You know you hit the car.
I don't.
You definitely looked.
No, I looked to see how much room I had.
You definitely hit the car and didn't even say sorry or nothing.
I didn't see I hit your car, but there's no marks.
Do you guys think these guys are lying? Do you think they hit her car and are just trying to cover up so they don't have to pay?
Well, you didn't hit it back there. Your door hit it.
Oh, there's no marks.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying all you could have said sorry. That's all.
I'm fat. I'm sorry.
That's
I was
all
looking to
good.
see how much room I had at the line and if I was in the line, but I didn't know it hit your car.
Okay.
Nah, she just trying to get paid.
Imagine how terrifying it would be having this big old granny goon screaming at you from her car. She was standing on business and ready for all the smoke.
Nah, she just trying to get paid.
Ain't nobody trying to get paid. Don't start no.
That's what I'm dealing with in the law.
Yeah, well, you got the wrong one is what I'm saying. It was a common courtesy thing.
Why are they disrespecting this southern watermelon of a granny? In this next clip, we get to see a guy she was cracking start simping and going crazy over this big old granny heartbreaker. After getting involved with a much younger man, he wasn't able to keep up with the big old granny's lifestyle, so he became very clingy and jealous, and after breaking up, this simp has been following her everywhere she goes and blowing up her phone nonstop, just so he can have one more chance at getting some of that big old granny box. When this big old granny cracks, you're going to be hooked for life and lose your manhood and act like a complete simp. And in this video, we see this younger man doing the most and following this big old granny like a lost puppy, hoping he can somehow win her back. But when a big old granny stepper calls it quits, you've got to respect her wish. I'm sure if you go to your local bingo or retirement community, you'll find some other big old grannies that are looking for some love. Up next, we get to see an argument between the two lovers and the big old granny. Lets it be known that she can't deal with how clingy and jealous the younger man is, and she lets it be known that she needs a man that is secure with himself if they want any chance of dating a dime piece like her. So if you're the younger man from the video and you happen to watch this, understand that it's time to move on, buddy. There's other big fish in the sea. At number 7, we see the worst rapper of all time, a young Australian that used to be mainstream and goes by the name Iggy Azalea.
Flash! You feel good? Tire marks, tire marks. Finish line with fire marks. When the relay starts to move on the way train. Master, like a pastor, raptor, bencher, did like go like dash, faster, motorbike fast.
To think she was a superstar and mainstream at one point is a crime against humanity.
Tire monks, tire monks. Catch your rooftop in the wind. When I win, no, when I win a leg up like take a protocol, just damage it, that's my protocol. Just many Australians on slow, so no camera. I don't care you all. No killer rap, gotta give it to you raw. Bitch with this beat, I'm spraying my joint. Straight crack rap, one till the pop, boom, and I jiggle.
I would rather listen to nails scrapping against a chalkboard for hours over this awful rap. And this goes to show how far you can get in life if you let the right people crack, such as the legendary rapper T.I.
Put us beat.
We'll find you a beat. We don't do this.
But drop in and we shut down your party, man. His and her go chain.
The craziest thing is everyone knows when you go on this guy's podcast that you're going to have to freestyle, and that is the best she could come up with.
Are you Iggy Azalea?
Yes, this way that you
I would just like to thank you so much for ruining hip-hop.
This man was not lying at all, and she really thought she was about to get some love.
I think you should back yourself and kind of just keep it a little more real.
She's a diva.
Yeah.
That's you.
But it's the diva part for me.
No, you're like a man. Ugh.
That's not cool at all.
I love that I have Iggy on my team right now. Girl, pack it on.
It's just my opinion.
I take you seriously.
I know where that came from.
I hate that. It's like wear less makeup. Ugh.
Really, real beautiful.
Above your weight class. These guys over here?
Yes.
I'm gonna put you up on game. Y'all don't need to be worrying about booty that's above.
At number 6. When thinking of all the legendary snow bunnies that have been out here, gang-banging, trapping, and putting in work for their squads, you can't have a list without mentioning one of the original snow bunny goons, Lil Debbie. Around 10 years ago, the highly respected Rolling 60 Crip gang member Brick Baby was extremely close with Lil Debbie, and the two of them were out trapping, hitting licks, and wilding out in the streets of California. While they never officially dated, many people have speculated that they were romantically involved, and this was Lil Debbie's official introduction to the streets of California. If you want any hope of becoming a respected snow bunny driller, you're going to have a lot of tattoos if you want anyone to take you seriously. And in this clip, we get to see Lil Debbie adding some new tattoos so she can maintain her street cred. In order to survive in these streets, it's important for snow bunny drillers to maintain a healthy diet to help negate some of the unhealthy effects that come from all the illegal substances they indulge in. And in this next clip, we get to see Lil Debbie re-upping on some desperately needed potassium from a banana.
Jordan, how's the Tokyo banana?
Is it a Tokyo banana?
It's a Twinkie.
Lil Debbie has gone through a major transformation over the years, from clashing with gang members to now feuding with someone far more dangerous. This is the kind of person you can't clap back at without risking your entire career. Say the wrong thing, and you could get canceled and lose everything.
I have this camera pointing downwards, like I'm looking at you, like a peasant, because you are a girl. You know, you really jumped out the window when you compared yourself to me.
This is one of those beefs where if you win, you lose, so the best response is nothing. Although she is underground, she has always had a lot of fans, and in this next clip, we get to see a sea of Caucasian women shrieking and going crazy for their role model, Lil Debbie. For a snow bunny driller, reputation is everything, and if you don't want to get a face tattoo yourself, if you want to be taken seriously, it's important that you have at least one friend with a giant face tat. And in this next clip, we get to see Lil Debbie's token face tattoo friend complain how much she misses Lil Debbie.
We wish you were here. We wish Debbie was. Should I just post it or send her the message?
Oh, I was gonna send it to her. Or not.
We miss you.
Lil Debbie is known to always bring around a token friend everywhere she goes. She either has an African American that she pays to take photos with, or a face tat girl that she pays in illegal substances to follow her around and make her look tough.
Oh, hey.
This next clip of her doing the thizzle dance shows that despite all the hundreds of African Americans that have been inside of her deep down, she is still 100% Caucasian. And these dancing skills prove that you can't add seasoning to a bland bag of milk and expect it to taste good. And in this last clip, we get to see a throwback from 10 years ago when she was trapping all day and hanging out with Brick Baby. As you can see, she captioned it for police to let them know that she is the plug and should be investigated. At number 5, Whitney Payton, a self-proclaimed gangster rapper from Pennsylvania, claims she had a crazy upbringing where she was once affiliated with one of the deadliest neighborhood sets in Philadelphia. According to her, she used to be the plug back in the day and was a highly respected figure in the streets of Philly. Whether any of this is true is up to personal interpretation, but the one thing we do know for a fact is she may be the worst rapper of all time, and many people would argue that a low-functioning AI could make significantly better music than her.
No, we're a mess. Bad blood, started as friends. I see your text, left it on red. I forgive, but I never forget.
At first I thought this was some kind of satire or a joke, so I went straight to the comment section to see what people were saying. And to my surprise, this is 100% real music, not for the intention of being funny, and there is an actual audience that listens to this. If you thought that sounded bad, just wait until you hear this next song. This might actually be the worst song of all time.
Make up your mind. Make up your mind, your mind, your mind. Make up your mind. Robin restless, trying to make us all right. Make up your mind. Make up your mind, your mind, your mind. Make up your mind. Baby, tonight I don't wanna waste time.
This sounds like something ChatGPT would make if you asked it to make a female pop song. And even then, there is no way it would come out. This bad, imagine waking up and thinking to yourself, I've got a banger that's about to light the internet on fire. And this is what you release. And even crazier, imagine someone actually listening to this robotic-sounding mouth vomit and enjoying it. She might be the worst rapper out right now. And this next clip shows she's just as bad at comedy.
Jeff, what's wrong?
Oh, hey, Whitney. My girlfriend just broke up with me.
Sometimes you gotta get out of your feelings and into the bag.
But like, literally, like, get in the bag.
The only laugh came from how painfully bad it was.
I got that, that woo, that's right, I do. So don't tell me nada where I come through. Make some room, make some room, make some room, make some room.
It's absolutely insane to me that she has actual fans and that those fans spend their hard-earned money and time to see her perform.
This is different. I don't want to like close to a pair. No one. I really appreciate you having a hip hop act at the rap festival.
At number 4, they called her Buddha G, a white girl from Chicago who went from a troubled childhood to becoming one of the most talked about trans figures in the gang world. A story of violence, identity, and controversy, and how Buddha G carved a name in a world that doesn't forgive weakness. Buddha G was born female, but grew up in some of Chicago's toughest neighborhoods. By the age of 12, Buddha was already living the street life. In interviews, Buddha admitted to shooting someone as a kid, proof that the streets had a grip early. That decision set the course for a violent and chaotic path. As a teenager, Buddha was jumped into neighborhood sets tied to the Spanish gangster disciples and other local crews. Known for fearlessness and a short temper, Buddha put in work that earned respect. In an environment where respect means survival, Buddha was determined to prove loyalty through action. With the rise of Chicago drill, Buddha G stepped into the spotlight. Music videos, hood documentaries, and raw interviews pushed Buddha into viral territory. The image was unforgettable: tattoos, aggression, and drill beats backing it all. But what made Buddha stand out most was identity. Born a white girl but transitioning into a male gangbanger, something nearly unheard of in that world. He had the streets on lock, and as you will see later in the video, he was standing on business and willing to pull the trigger and dump at a rival. In the hypermasculine, ultra-violent world of gang life, being openly trans was unheard of. But Buddha didn't shy away. Instead, Buddha demanded respect the same way anyone else would, by being willing to fight, ride, and bleed for the gang. For some, Buddha became a symbol of defiance. For others, just another target. Either way, Buddha was impossible to ignore. Say what you want about this stepper that looks like a cafeteria lunch lady. The reality is, Buddha G was once a real stepper that was really going on drills and dumping at her rivals. Buddha G's reputation wasn't just built on stories, it had legal consequences. In September of 2018, Amanda Lonsfoot, Budaji, was arrested and charged with attempted murder after a gang-related shooting at a Motel 6 in Palatine, Illinois. Prosecutors say she fired a semi-automatic weapon from a black Acura, striking a man in the chest and elbow, causing a punctured lung. The victim survived and was treated at a level 1 trauma center. She actually grabbed a blicky, went on a drill, and actually dumped at a rival and almost caught a body, which is a lot more gangster than a lot of your favorite drill rappers. At number 3, we look at a legendary goon who goes by the name Lil Tay.
Lil Tay be poppin'. 7 years later, I'm still the youngest one doing it.
One thing fans like most about her is how humble she is and the fact she never let all the millions she made off rap get to her head.
This costs more than your rent. This costs more than your rent, and that's why you are mad. None of y'all are doing it like me. I tried to get y'all right 7 years ago. Sometimes your mom interrupts you when you're trying to flex.
My car costs more than your rent. My assistant's car costs more than your rent. My butler's car costs more than your rent. My chef's car costs more than your rent. My cleaner's car costs more than your rent. All of this costs more than your rent. Go get a job. Also, this video is not directed to my fans. I love y'all so much.
There's nothing greater than someone like her who makes it big and stays true to her core values and morals. She is so humble and grateful, an inspiration to the youth.
Does it look like I gotta wear the same outfit 2 days in a row? Does it look like I need to repeat outfits? First of all, not only are y'all broke and jobless, you are blind. Y'all need to get your eyes checked and get out of my comment section.
In this next clip, we get to hear about some intimate details from a deadly snow bunny drill beef between Whoa Vicky and Bad Baby.
About the fight between me, Vicky, and Bad Baby tried to sneak Vicky from the back. Like she tried to punch Vicky.
She has been in the game for more than 7 years, and this legendary snow bunny stepper is still the youngest one doing it.
Lil Tay just copped a brand new Ferrari. Y'all haven't seen this car in your lives. I'm out here flexing and all y'all broke. I got a $350,000 chain. Y'all haven't seen this in your lives. I'm richer than all y'all.
With the amount of raw talent she has, she is essentially the snow bunny version of Beyonce. And she's out here representing hard for the Asian community in these deadly suburban streets. At number 2, we look at a hardcore feminist from California that goes by the rapper name Brooke Candy. And she hates nothing more in life than men, especially Caucasian men. Just the presence of a white man is enough to get her blood boiling.
I have absolutely no filter, say what's on my mind, do what I want, and you may think I'm on crack by the way that I look, but maybe that's just because you don't understand the future and you don't understand what style is, you don't understand fashion, so you're just stupid.
Based off the way you look and act, that would not be an unreasonable assumption. You know you've gone overboard when even the old Democratic president thinks your content is too over the top.
Barack Obama said, the I just watched, Barack. I understand, Barack, you have a lot going on. You're incredibly busy. You have a lot of pressure you're under. And you might not understand my lifestyle, but I feel like your daughters do.
If you're a Democrat, why are you trying to give poor old Barack a heart attack, bro? Is a good man just trying to enjoy the back nine, having a daughter end up like you has to be any father's worst nightmare? This is one of those rare things both Republicans and Democrats can agree on. But it doesn't stop there. Next, Michelle catches a stray.
Also, Michelle is really ratchet, okay? What show was it on? The Ellen show? No, she was dancing with someone. She was doing like the doogie.
She then gets really upset and goes in on Barack Obama, who was the same person she claims she used to look up to as a hero.
Honestly, Barack, you make their assumptions about me because I'm a white female rapper. And you can make your assumptions and do whatever you want because I'm gonna keep being successful and you're gonna just keep being negative and wasting 5 minutes of your life writing rude comments on my videos. And thank you for watching.
Wow, he really let her down when he commented on her video. In this next clip, Brooke Candy responds to a fan who is concerned with her hygiene.
An elder said, I swear on my life, I saw a tampon string. Twerking with strings all showing, not cute.
That's quite repulsive if you think about it.
A tampon string. My friend, who was in the video, who's an amazing chick, she's so hot, was wearing a bikini that strings were really long, bouncing. She was twerking her ass in a bathtub. We would let our tampon strings hang out. Also, period blood is totally natural and fierce.
You guys can do with that statement what you want. She wasn't over the comment Barack Obama left under her video, and she had this to say in rebuttal to his comment.
I'm gay. First of all, I'm gay. I can say whatever the f I want because it's the lifestyle that I lead. I'll say what I want and you can kiss my ass, honestly.
These were kind words she had to say to her fans who look up to her as a role model.
fuck you all. I don't give a if you like my video.
At number 1. Over the past 10 years, mama goons have been taking over suburban hoods and running their own crime rings.
The judge set her bond at $250,000.
The woman is accused of targeting 5 banks downriver.
A big old suburban mama goon from Detroit was terrorizing the burbs for years and robbing everything that walked.
You reached out to her husband. What is he saying?
Yes, Alan and Glenda, Philip Helton would only say that this is all his fault, that their finances are in such bad shape. I wanted to ask him why his wife didn't just get a job.
For a seasoned mama goon, getting a job is beneath them.
Any criminal convictions on your record at all?
No. But all that may be about to change for Amalia Helton, because if the allegations are true, this stay-at-home mom was her own crime ring.
When Wendy's new Cajun spicy chicken sandwich dropped, it was only going to be a matter of time until the big old suburban mama goon made enough money to get as much sandwiches as her heart desires.
Pulling off 4 bank robberies and 2 attempts, all downriver and not far from this home she shares with her husband and 10-year-old son.
Almost serious emergency. Wind up, we were just robbed. Monroe Bank and Trust.
The big old suburban mama goon had grown tired of settling for the $2 Wendy's Junior chicken sandwich. She wanted that $6 Cajun, so she did what she had to do to fill up that big old suburban stomach of hers.
Police say the bank robber in this hoodie is also Amalia Helton. This surveillance image was taken the day she's accused of robbing a Chase Bank in Allen Park just 2 days after Thanksgiving. And Wyandotte police say in their case, under that hat and behind those sunglasses is also Amalia Helton. And witnesses say she came in wearing latex gloves.
Yes, for 100s, 50s, and 20s. Of course, this was the same lady that's been robbing the other banks.
All the other drunk suburban book club ladies were completely shocked about the situation and didn't know what to think about what had happened.
Honestly, I don't even believe it. I've lived across the street from them for 10 years now, and I've never noticed anything out of the ordinary. She's usually just home. She watches like kids.
And when she's not taking care of her family, she's out robbing banks. Just your average big old suburban mama goon.
In court today, Wyandotte police said Helton confessed to their bank robbery, telling detectives she did it because she and her husband were having trouble making ends meet.
And those $2 Junior chickens just weren't hitting the same. Look at the size of that lettuce. It's twice the size of the burger.
We went to their Southgate home today where someone immediately closed the door when they spotted us outside.
Don't ever just show up to a big old mama goon's house unless you're Uber Eats.
You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury. You also have the right to have an attorney. There's one that's here representing you today. You understand those rights, ma'am?
Yes.
Unfortunately for the mama goon, she is facing serious prison time.
Seek other opportunities. There's jobs available out there, and jobs that won't land you in prison for a substantial amount of years, like bank robbery.
And Judge DeSanto also said if Helton is able to make bond, she must wear a tether and stay out of banks, including ones at grocery stores.
Even the judge knows how much big old suburban mama goons love the grocery store.